Hey my loves, today we are making Banku, the senior sister of Kenke. So all we need is a corn dough and a cassava dough. Now this is my cassava dough, to which I'm adding water. I'm going to mix it up to have the perfect consistency that I want. I'm not going to use too much water. And it's out of the water that I'm going to strain from this mixture that I will add to the corn dough to get my Banku mix. Okay, we don't want it too watery. Now the trick is, when it comes to Banku, depending on how hard or soft you want it, then you add the cassava dough. So the work of the cassava dough is to help make it soft. So if you want it very soft, then you have to add a bit more cassava dough. If not, it's going to be 1:1 ratio or 1:1/2 a ratio. So you need to strain your cassava dough, and you could see the sticks from the cassava. So I've just poured that onto the corn dough. I've mixed it up and I've just added salt, to which I will straight away put on the fire and start stirring or driving or cooking it. If you're a beginner, I would say stick to it. Keep stirring, don't leave it, because you don't want to end up with a lumpy Banku. You want to have a very smooth Banku. But if you're a pro at it, then you don't need any guidelines or guidance with regards to what you do. You would know what you do. Now, Banku is from the southern or greater Accra region or greater part of Ghana. Typically, I'll say the Ghan Adangbis or the Ghans, they own Banku. We have different forms of Banku in Ghana. We have Akle, that is from the Ewes. Ewokle, we have different forms of dough, corn dough, cassava dough dishes. With time, I'm going to share all those recipes with you. But today, we are looking at the Ghan Banku. That is from my father's side. So, like you can see, you need a bit of energy to be able to, cook Banku. A colleague of mine saw the video and she was like, oh my, this is a lot of work. But guess what? We've been doing this over 30 years of our lives. So, yeah, we are used to it. And you can see how smooth the Banku is. Another tip, most especially if you are a beginner, try to cook on a medium-high heat. Don't increase the fire or cook it on a high heat, else you end up with a burnt Banku. You don't want to be eating and be, having that burnt aftertaste, okay? So cook on a medium-high and then keep stirring. At this point, if I want my Banku to be extra soft, I can add a bit more water. That is if it's too hard. But it's at the perfect consistency or texture that I needed it. So I'm not going to add any water to it. I covered it from time to time just to allow the steam cook the Banku. So if you saw me covering it, that was the purpose of it. Now you can see how smooth the Banku looks, and it's all coming together perfectly, beautifully. If you've been watching my videos and you are yet to subscribe, I'll kindly ask you to hit the button, subscribe, and be part of the family. Let's grow together. And I'll be so much happy if you could also tell me where you're watching from. Right, so our Banku is almost done. So it's done actually. So I'm just scooping it or taking it out to store it in a bag. You can use we have leaves, wachi leaves. You can use wachi leaves, or you can use You can also use banana leaves or the food bags that we have. So that is what I'm doing. Okay. So this is how we wrap it. And I'll let it cool completely before storing it in the fridge. As you can see, it's all packed. So we are serving this banku with fried fish. We have our grinded pepper, avocado, we've got shrimps, and then fried egg. You are welcome.